Hi, thanks so much for joining me today. So I have with me some of the By Terry holiday collection. So these were items that I ordered. I just haven't gotten around to really playing with too much yet. So I've had them for about 2 weeks now, and I've played with bits and pieces of them. So before I get into it, just one thing to note. I have pink eye in my right eye, which I believe I got from the Nordstrom Trend show. I think the makeup artist who was working on my eyes, her brushes were not as clean as she thought they were. So it is bacterial. I'll be on antibiotics in my right eye for 7 days, so I can't put anything on my right eye. So I have when I look right now, I have some mascara on that I'm testing right now. It's actually the By Terry mascara, which we'll get into in a minute. All right, and I am wearing some of the By Terry products, so we're going to talk about those. And let's go through. So the Starlight Rose Glow Booster CC Serum. This is something I purchased, and this can be worn either underneath the foundation, all on its own, on top. It's supposed to be a little bit of a glow booster and provide a radiance. So it's got this rosy color, and you can sheer that out, and it gives you a nice radiance. This rosy background, I really like that a lot for my skin tone. I think that would work well for a lot of skin tones, just kind of giving a little bit, it's like more of a nude rose, so it's not like pink, but one thing to note is there is some sparkle in this. So just a tiny bit. I'm not even sure if you can pick it up on the camera. I actually wasn't even sure if I was seeing it or not, so I rubbed some on a tissue just to kind of double check. And there is definitely a little bit of gold sparkle mixed in there. Now I am wearing that today underneath my foundation. There is no sparkle on my face from that whatsoever. I didn't see any. I do have some sparkle on my cheeks, but it's not from that. And I like the smell of this. This has a rose scent. It just felt very pleasant putting it on, because I don't know if other people feel like this, but I feel like some of those like natural rose scents, they just remind me of like old time glamour. I love old movies like TCM, Audrey Hepburn, Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn. Those are all some of my favorite actors. And I don't know, their time period just always felt so glamorous in the movies, and putting something on with that rose scent just kind of evokes that nostalgia to me. So I really like that, but do note this is a little shimmery. I think it would be really nice on its own or on top of a foundation around the holidays. But wearing it underneath, I really like it as well. So it did help a bit with my complexion. My complexion right now looks terrible. This cold virus has definitely made my skin very, very haggard looking. So there's that. The other one that I've been testing is this Brightening CC Serum in White Rose. And this is in not limited edition. The Starlight Rose is limited edition for the holidays. This is around all year. There are 2 colors. There's the white rose, and then there's a darker color. It looks like a tannish color in the bottle. I don't remember what it's called, but I purchased this holiday set with a full size, and this one's 13 milliliters. This is 30 milliliters. If this is a product you're interested in or something you use regularly, this holiday set's a great deal, because the holiday set was actually $2 cheaper than just buying this full size. So, you can always buy one for you and give somebody else the small one if you want, or it's a great travel size. But this I thought was a good deal. So I've been wearing this a few times. I prefer to wear it under my foundation. But this one is going to be better for fair skin tones. And you can see that it's going to give you more of a luminous glow underneath. And keep in mind, these are not like a primer per se. There's no, like, they don't have that silicone texture or anything like that. They're really just a shine booster. But I have noticed that while I've been sick, that this really helps with what my skin looks like afterwards. So it definitely, you can see that you know, you can see a little bit of a whitish cast there, but this one is luminous. I don't detect any sparkle in this whatsoever, but you know, it is going to kind of give you that glow from within type look. So this is very nice. It's works well on its own as well. I've tried that out as well. So these are very nice. These are the cellulose brightening serums. So again, Starlight Rose is the one for the holiday. That's limited edition. And this is White Rose, and there is another one. I also purchased the Starlight Rose CC powder. So it comes in a dark purple velvet pouch, and it's a chrome container. It's heavy, so it's got a very nice heft to it. Fits in the palm of your hand. So when you open it up, there is a mirror at the top, and then this is what it looks like. So this actually had a ton of overspray on it, so it looked very glittery. I wiped that off. So, you know, when you get it though, you know, it's going to look a little bit prettier because of the sparkle. So just a note though, there is a lot of glitter overspray on there. Just a note about these three colors are not new. So these colors are part of their normal CC powders. I believe this is Immaculate Light. This is the apricot one. This is the, I don't know if it's Rosy Glow or something like that. But anyway, these are all, you know, sold individually, but the limited edition portion is, you know, this particular, you know, combination of the three colors. So you can still buy the colors separately. All right, so this, you can put some on my finger. You can see I got a little bit of the apricot right at the top, a little bit of the pink, a little bit of the white. So this, actually, let me do it with my other finger and put it in this hand here. So can you see that? It really blends in well with the skin tone. The mix of the three colors is used a little bit for correctiveness. So any like imperfections and so forth should hopefully be a little bit corrected and blurred by this powder. So my intention is to use this as a finishing powder. It's also recommended that you use like individual colors you know, as like a highlight or accent. So I believe they recommend the pink one for highlighting your cheeks, the apricot one more for like a contour. All right, so the other items that I purchased are actually one of the best sets, in my opinion, that they have for the holiday set. This is the Starlight Rose Best of set, and in it, I received the lip balm. So this is the Balm de Rose, and it's kind of like a clear lip gloss, and it has a really nice rose scent. And it's, you know, it's not sticky. It's mediumly thick, and it goes on very nicely. This should heal and repair and moisturize your lips. So I have had this on for brief periods of time. I really like it. I love the scent. I know this has like a cult following online, so I'm quite curious to see how, you know, how much I like it. But so far, first impressions are really positive. All right, it also comes with an eye crayon. So this is a cream eyeshadow pencil, and this is the color Bronze Moon, and these are called Ombre Blackstars. So I have tested this out. It goes on very smoothly. There was no tugging or pulling. It's very creamy. So you can put it on, blend it in. You could even dab this on a brush and apply it with a brush if you'd like a lighter application. I also like to put these just along the lash line and kind of, you know, have kind of like a smoky look with darker colors. This is a great way to do a smoky eye. You know, just put it on closer to the lash line or where you want it darker, and just kind of have more of that ombre effect going up. So I really like this. I'll put this on for you guys in a few minutes, but so far so good. And just so you know, you got a minute or so to play with it, but it will set down and then it doesn't budge. All right, and then it also comes with the cutest little hydro powder. So this is the hyaluronic hydro powder, and I have the full size. this is the original color. It now comes in other colors. And this, you've got the powder down at the bottom. You've got the little sifter. I still have the tape on, so there's that. And then the top lifts up. You've got a little mirror, and you have the cutest little puff. So it says by Terry. And I just think this container is adorable. So great travel size. I've been using the Hydro Powder for several months. I like it. And we'll talk more about that in a couple minutes. But just keep in mind that the white powder, less is more. So if you put on too much, you will end up with a white cast. So, you know, in that case, you may be interested in one of the other colors. There's a pink, a peach, a tan. I think there are 4 other colors, but I'm not positive. So these are really nice. All right. The other thing that comes in the set, though, is the mascara. And this is the Lash-Expert Twist Brush. I think this is such an awesome design. So you've got a full-size mascara. And if you see at the top, we've got a 1 and a 2. So when you open it up, here's your wand. If you want to be in the 1 position, okay, then it is straight for lengthening. And when you twist this top cap, you can actually make it into a spiral brush, okay, for volume. Okay. And I haven't had the mascara on super long yet, but the application was very nice. I didn't have any like real clumping or anything. Maybe a little bit, but that's actually another story. My lashes have gotten longer. So I'm working on a Grande lash review, which unfortunately now with the pink eye, I'm going to dispose of my tube just in case it got contaminated in any way. But my lashes have definitely grown longer, and now applying mascara is kind of like a new process because I keep underestimating the length of my lashes, and so it's making it a little bit different to apply. So anyway, this mascara, so far I like it. I will update you guys later if there's any flaking or anything, but first impressions are good. And that was the best of set. So the best of set came with 4 things. I also got this lip gloss. So this was free when I purchased from the holiday shop. They were giving away this, it's called the Terryybly Shine Gloss. And this is, I'm not even sure if you can see that with the reflection. Anyway, it is called Wine List. Okay, and that's what I have on my lips right now. I really like it. So it has a nice texture. This does not have the rose scent like the lip balm. But the texture is very similar to the lip balm. And I like this color. So this I've actually had on for a while. So, you know, it's worn down a little bit. This is what it looks like with just like one quick swipe. But it's a really nice plum berry color. So it's berry with a hint of plum. Okay, so it's definitely more of a purple berry than a pink berry, but I wouldn't say it's purple. So just like a purple undertone. All right, so that's a gloss. It's definitely got a good level of shine. It's not super thick, definitely not thin. I'd say medium thickness. And it is, you know, maybe like a, can't really tell what the scent is. Part of it's due to my cold. I think my sense of smell is a little bit off right now, but it smells faintly berry-like to me. It's not something I smell from my lips, but when I actually sniff the doe foot, I smell something. I can't quite tell what the scent is. It's got a little bit of a faint berry scent to me. So this is the color Wine List, and if you can see in the tube, there is some sparkle in here. It just gives like a little bit of a, you know, luster to my lips. So overall, very comfortable. I like the gloss a lot. All right, so I think that was it for the products I purchased. All right, and I will be back in a little bit and we'll go through some updates. If anybody is interested in seeing me apply any of this, please let me know. I had actually started a video doing that, and then you know, just things happened and I didn't get to finish it. I kept getting interrupted. So one thing I was going to do right now, though, is apply the CC powder. I didn't get a chance to apply anything yet. So most of my brushes, because of the pink eye, I took all of my brushes that I've used recently and just kind of disinfected everything. And I know it's technically not a great idea to use alcohol on your brushes, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I did. I cleaned everything, sanitized everything, made sure everything was super sterile, because I really just, I don't want to risk anything. My eyes are sensitive enough. Yeah. So unfortunately, a lot of my favorite brushes I would use to apply this are still drying at the moment. So I'm going to use this Worker Fan brush from the Sonia G Face set. So I'm going to apply this all over. So I'm just going to swirl this in here. Okay, and I picked up plenty. Can you see that go on? Oh, look at the difference between these two sides of my faces. You can definitely see that the right side of my face has a little bit more of a glow to it, and I think it has blurred some of my imperfections. So I love this so far. This looks really nice. Let's apply it here. I'm just trying to avoid my eye area with the brush as well. So with infections, it's always better safe than sorry. I actually don't think I will ever get eyeshadow applied at a store again on my eyes. I think, you know, do it myself with my fingers if necessary, but I think just hand swatching for me from this point forward. So, sorry, just my little side note there. So this was the powder. I swirled it all around. So I got all three. I think that made a great finishing powder. I like it a lot. So I'll let you guys know if anything changes. I'll give you guys an update at the end of the day. Before I go, though, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting things. Let's just apply this eye pencil real quickly. So this is the color Bronze Moon. So I'm just it's kind of messy there. One of the things I do like to do, though, is just swipe in the lash line and just kind of smudge it for just like a hint of color. Just so you can see the swatch on my hand here. Let's go in between the two CC serums, but there's a swatch. So you can see it's definitely very neutral. It's more of a brown with a hint of bronze. So I think this is a great color. And I'm just going to take, this is a clean Sonia G Crease Pro brush, and I'm just going to go and blend those edges there. Okay, just to make sure there's nothing stuck there. All right, and so you can see definitely some came off on my brush. I think you could apply it with a brush with no problem if you were interested in using that method. So again, I have worn this already. It does give you a little bit of a shimmer. So I really like this color. I have worn this already, and I think it is a great neutral and will work for a lot of people. So definitely I thought this best of set was a great bargain. So I will be back at the end of the day with an update. Okay, so I am back with an end of the day update. So overall, I think everything wore very well. The eyeshadow pencil, you know, I don't see any noticeable signs of creasing or anything. It looks just like it did when I applied it. So I like that. And it's like smudge proof. So it has set down. I can't really like smear it. It did get a little glitter off my finger. I don't know if you can see it. Tiny bit of glitter on there. But it's not really smudging on here too much. You can see the swatch I did in my hand. I still haven't gotten it completely off. So scrubbed it with makeup remover, and soap and water, washcloth, towel, all that stuff. And I just have a little bit left there, so it's getting a little sore, so I left it for now. But mascara, I really like the mascara. It applied nicely. I love the concept of this, way that you can turn the tube with a brush. So I like that. I think this was a really good idea. And I haven't had any flaking or anything with the mascara. So definitely enjoy that. And I think this set for $60 was a great set. So this was part of the best of set. Remember, so that was the mascara, the liquid Balm de Rose, the eye pencil, and this is the color 4, Bronze Moon, and the mini hyaluronic hydra powder. So again, this thing is so cute. But these 4 items, $60. And then if you purchase things from the By Terry website, there are samples included with your purchase. So I actually got a sample of the Balm de Rose face cream and some of the Lash-Expert lip shines. So these are their liquid lipsticks. So there are 2 mattes and 2 shines on this little card. So you do get some free samples. They seem to be doing different promotions. It looks like there's a countdown clock on their website right now, and it's changing what you get each day as a gift with purchase. When I purchased, I got this, gloss, and I really like this. This is the color Wine List. I have reapplied it a few times throughout the day. I did take it off while I was eating and put it back on. And, excuse this, I just have like a piece of dead skin there that got emphasized. It's not coming off. So anyway, sorry about that. So I think today is a Balm de Rose like lip crayon. So it looks like that'll be changing tomorrow. The Black Friday sales are live now. For the US, it looks like it's 30% off selected products. I don't know if they're adding any additional, deals or benefits or anything on Black Friday, but the email that I got just had those listed. So in that case, I have a correction to make. So out of the things that I bought, my 2 favorite sets were the best of set, and then this one that came with the brightening serum, the full size and the mini. And this was cheaper than the full size. So the full size was $91 and this was $89 for the set. But I only saw this set come in 2 colors, this and the dark. And apparently there are 4 colors that this comes in. So there's a rose, which is like the Starlight Rose, but without the glitter. And then there's a peachy apricot color. So these are the 4 colors that it comes in. And, hold on a second. Okay, so yes, the CC Serum comes in 4 colors, a white, a pink, a peach, and a tan. And then the CC Powder comes in those same 4 colors, just the powder version. And again, this is the white, the pink, and I believe the apricot. And then there's a 4th darker color. So those are just a few little corrections to make. So overall, final thoughts, what I would repurchase. I would repurchase the CC powder. I really like this. I like the limited edition look. But again, if you're working on like a list of what are your must-have items for the holidays, since these colors are not new and you could buy them individually, it's not a necessity. You could skip this and just buy whichever color you're interested in, or even like all 3 if you really wanted to at a later date too. So, it's not time sensitive for this really, unless you just really like the look and want them combined like this. And I really like the look personally, so I'm happy I got this. The best of set I would definitely get, and if you like the CC Serum in either of the colors that they offer it in, I would get that. The Starlight Rose is nice, but again, I think this is the same rose color that they have all the time. It just has the added glitter. I don't really think the added glitter is necessary. I don't really notice it unless I put it on top. And I have tried that. It's very, very subtle. So, you know, it's not a huge, you know, I don't really think it's necessary. So, you know, if you could just totally wait and just get the regular rose one if you like the color. All right, lip gloss. Again, for me, this was a gift with purchase, but I really like this. I plan on getting more of these, and I plan on getting more of the lip crayons as well. And that, I think, is basically it. So, again, in a couple days, I'll have what are my favorite things from all the holiday items I purchased. But that's a summary of how I feel so far. So if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and to see you in my next video. So thanks so much for joining me, and have a great day.